Tavern Master is a medieval tavern management game where I can say with 100% without a shadow of a doubt of how amazing this game is. This is a relaxing simulator. You're basically in charge of building and maintaining your own cozy tavern. And there isn't that many restrictions. It's the way it operates is very simple. You build, you get customers, you research technologies to unlock new unlockable items, so like a fireplace or a bench or a luxurious bench, or filling barrels with drinks, hiring staff and getting ready to serve your customers. You have to make sure your employees are happy and that there is enough drinks and seats for guests. And this is the most important thing because you don't want angry customers. You especially do not want it if your tavern may be a bit wonky, in the sense that your customers can't get the drinks or the food that they need. And I really have to say that Tavern Master can become quite fun because 1, there isn't so much of a restriction based upon you. 2, you're kind of creating your own story in a way. And 3, the UI is simple enough that it doesn't force you to make your brain strategize so much. Rather, the actual strategization comes where you strategically place your benches to attract customers. And of course, I do feel that this game is very basic, it's very simple, and it's solid. And a solid, simple game is much better, and I approve of games like this because nowadays, different types of simulation games that require too much emphasis on using your brain. In this game, you don't need that much. In this game, it's pretty much starting your own adventure and figuring out how things go along. There isn't that much of a tutorial, but I think the game itself is a tutorial at the start. And this is what this game is. It isn't asking you to spend this much on this much and do this. It says, okay, here's your staff, here's your waiters, here's how much you have to pay them, here's how much you have to unlock their skills, here's how much you have to build, and here's how much you have to do things. And Tavern Master is really fun. I really have to say that Tavern Master is a relaxing game that definitely deserves an indie spotlight. At least when Steam used to run those indie spotlight awards, it was a really good thing that they did. This game is definitely on that. Plus, the soundtrack is amazing. One has to say that the soundtrack feels and fits the fantasy theme so much. If there were any suggestions that I would make, I would love to see a Tavern Master based on Arabian mythology. Or maybe you could have a Tavern Master based on, the African kingdoms or something like that. I would really like to see the tavern not just be surrounded by trees. It should also be surrounded by rival taverns and rival things like that would add more immersion. Because right now it's the tavern, there's a castle, there's a bunch of forests, and your customers are coming in. I would like to see some variety in that sense. Also, you have to work towards events, towards getting people in. You have to work towards hosting such special events for kings, for queens, or princes. And I really want more of that. And while I like the adventure system, where you can hire adventurers to get rare ingredients, it does kind of feel basic. I don't have that much attachment towards the adventurers as I would really want to feel that attachment. And I think in the future, there will of course be more updates, there will be more customization options, and I think that this game is absolutely amazing. It's just fun, it's solid, it's so simple. It's like, the best way I could describe this is if you were given, let me put it this way, if this was like a toy or a board game or something, and there isn't that much restrictions, and this game is absolutely family friendly, it's absolutely perfect for children, because children would really enjoy a game like this. And I think the developer has done an outstanding job along with the music composer of this game as well and all the people that have worked on this game. And I think it is amazing. And sure, when I started, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. But in the end, I think I managed to get there. I think I did. But I've had so much fun playing this game. You really need to play this game. Tavern Master is a fun simulation that basically lets you relax. It's a chill game. And, we live in a time where, so here's what I say, you can get special events, you can hire musicians, you can build your own dream tavern. And no, not everything will be perfect, and you'll run out of gold just as often. And at the end of the day, you have to pay your staff, you have to pay them wages and such. And here's a tip, always have torches, because that attracts customers. Torches on pillars, and you can create rooms. I haven't got to the stages where you can create rooms and you can go to the second floor, but I'll probably figure a way out. But I think what this game now needs is maybe some DLC, maybe some faction variety. Like you have Vikings, why not have the North African Christian kingdoms to take inspiration from? Why not have Arabian towns, etc.? You could have a whole bunch of things. In fact, have adventures from the deserts of Dune or something. Have adventures from whatever. I really think that they could add a lot of RPG questing. They could really add something like that. So high adventures, but you could have so many different quests. I think they could do really well with this game. This game is amazing, and it says on this, there is no single best way to play. You play this game as you want to build your own tavern. I really enjoyed this game, and I give it a solid 8 out of 10. With more content, it will definitely be on the higher stages. So, don't forget to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.